Okay, so if everything has gone according to plan, we should be live on YouTube. Again, hello everyone and welcome to another live stream where today we'll be watching the Nvidia presentation because it's about to go live. And yeah, I just woke up from like 1 hour of sleep because I just had to cover the AMD presentation as well. So again, excuse me if I'm not too active. It's exactly the same thing I said in the Nvidia presentation, but oh well. Let's get ready. Let me just quickly check if this is weird bug right now in OBS, which makes audio from like desktop audio not triggered properly, so sorry about that, but okay, hope we should be fine. Gonna make it a bit quieter. But yeah, let me know what you guys are expecting. Naturally, we know to expect the RTX 3080 Ti and 3070 Ti, courtesy of Zotac. Thank you very much, Zotac, for spoiling that one, literally hours before the presentation. Oh well. Things happen, you know. Media managers are gonna get fired, but whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely an interesting presentation. I think Nvidia really need to. They're in a strange position. There's so many people like hate their guts right now, but for no good reason. So I feel like they need to both have something that will truly that will really make them look like a good company in the eyes of so many people again. But on the other hand, in this good position nonetheless. You know, it's just kind of this mob mentality not to like Nvidia right now. And I still like Nvidia. I think they're a great company with some great products this generation. It's just that you can't buy them, sadly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this presentation. What do you guys think's gonna happen? Your predictions, your expectations, just whatever it is. Let me know down in the live chat. And also, hey, super chats, I think, if you want to use super chats, it helps with the channel. And to make sure that me and others see your message, go do that. Super chats, they're awesome. You just adjust my light over here. Okay, we have another 12 minutes to wait. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this. What do you think this presentation will be like? Apart from what? RTX 3080, RTX 3080 Ti, 3070 Ti, and probably 3050 Ti and 3050, because those were kind of confirmed unofficially by Samsung, so it's time for Nvidia to announce them as well, even if they're not fully ready. Just set the record straight that they do exist as well, and like start allowing laptop manufacturers to fully promote the laptops that use these graphics cards. $11 minutes. 11 minutes to wait. That's another 11 minutes more I could have spent sleeping. Oh, I'm so tired. But it's worth it. It's for all of you amazing people watching. I'm doing this for. Literally staying awake all night. So if you can't tell, I'm not one of those people who do all-nighters, so this is taking its toll on me. Just gonna quickly check if the stream is healthy still, and yep, everything's going fine. We're still streaming. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We do still have 10 minutes to kill. So it's perfect amount of time to let a few more people. Yeah, it's a perfect time to have a few more people coming to the stream. And I guess, yeah, we just have to wait for 10 minutes. Oh, this is awkward. Let's just do some more predictions then. RTX 3080 Ti, price-wise, probably maybe $900. 12 gigs of VRAM, that's confirmed. Yeah. 3070 Ti, Man, what price is the 3080 again? I can't remember. I think $700. Has that price been taken yet by some card in the 30 series stack? I can't remember. If it isn't, then $700 for the 3070 Ti. I think that's been confirmed to be a 10 gig card. Then 3050 Ti, I think that's been confirmed to be 4 gig, which really isn't a lot in this world, but oh well, it's better than nothing. If it's gonna keep the cost down, then that's fine by me. Let me see if the live stream is still healthy. It is. Awesome. While we wait for Nvidia to find hopefully there'll be a few nice surprises as well. Hello, people are joining. Awesome. Hello, hello, hello. I have a weird feeling that they're also gonna focus rather heavily on laptops, like RTX powered laptops, because the RTX 30 series have been slowly making an appearance. Nvidia has been slowly releasing information about them, but just like very, very gradually. So maybe they'll just do it all at once in this keynote and show us, hey, we have some awesome laptops coming along that'll have some awesome stuff. Because remember they shown that trailer that showed a guy playing Flight Sim on a laptop, and we all laughed because that's ridiculous, because that laptop would have been taking off like one of the planes in the game. So maybe they'll be showing off some more stuff about those laptops now. Ronald Rosale says, do you think upgrading from a 3070 to a 3080 Ti would be worth it? No. No. Upgrading to a different card from the same generation is almost never worth it. If you're going to a 3090, that would be at least somewhat more justifiable, because you get a lot more performance and a lot more VRAM. But between a 3070 and a 3080 Ti, the performance gap just isn't that big to be to warrant a upgrade. And we don't even know exactly how powerful the 3080 Ti is. So unless it's like super close to 3090 performance at like half the price, then that could be like an awesome thing in its favor, but I doubt that's gonna be the case. So no, I wouldn't say 3070 to 3080 Ti would be a smart move.
At Computex 2021. We are
hello, whoever you are.
To you fresh insights into the state of our shared industry this week through our online exhibition by the world's most important tech companies, keynotes from industry leaders, our series of forums.
I'm guessing it's like some Computex CEO representative, some guy.
To introduce our next keynote from Nvidia.
I have a 3070 with a 5600X. That's an awesome rig. I mean, look at you getting like, you know, current gen hardware. It's been insanely difficult.
Nvidia has pioneered accelerated computing and AI, and is now helping to reshape trillion-dollar industries such as transportation, healthcare, manufacturing, and entertainment. We are fortunate today to be hearing from two of its senior executives. Jeff Fisher, Senior Vice President of Nvidia's GeForce business, has been at the center of the PC gaming industry for many years. Since 1999, generations of GeForce cards have brought innovations and excitement to hundreds of millions of gamers in Taiwan, Asia, and around the world. We also will hear from. It
was hard to get that graphics cards, Ronald. Yeah, I can imagine it was difficult, seeing how the stock is still super limited, and we are what, half a year? If so, more than half a year at this point since the launch, and the stock is still horrible. I am hoping to maybe upgrade when stock normalizes. Maybe, it depends on when stock normalizes, and also if the channel will finally start making some more money at that point. And again, super chats if you want, those are a thing I recommend if you want to make sure others and I see a message, and if you want to help support the channel at the same time. Wink wink.
We miss Taiwan and wish we could be there in person for Computex.
Starting off with Flight Sim, of course.
So we created Taipei City in Microsoft Flight Sim and flew in virtually on a GeForce RTX 3080.
Man, that game is still gorgeous. With stream compression, it looks less gorgeous, but still gorgeous. I've been playing around with some more VR Flight Sim recently. That is insane. Insanely insane.
After the keynote.
It would definitely benefit from a better graphics card, because right now I have a 1080 Ti, which is fine, but for Flight Sim requires only the best.
2021. It's always great to talk directly to our partners, and this year we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to kick it off with gaming, and then I'll hand it to Manavir Das to talk about AI and our enterprise platforms.
I've got a budget of around $200 and I'm from India. Can you suggest me graphics card? $200 for a graphics card? Yeah, that ain't happening. I am sorry. Especially in this climate. Normally I would say for $200 you could get something decent on the second-hand market, on sites like eBay. But now when cards are double or triple what they were just a few months ago, for $200 I don't think you could even get a good graphics card on eBay. So I would say the same thing to you as I've been saying to everyone. Don't buy a graphics card right now. Unless you just really have to. Just wait until stock normalizes and then use that $200 to either buy a really good card from eBay or use this time to save up some more and buy an even better graphics card when stock normalizes. We don't know when stock will normalize. Maybe another year, maybe a few months, who knows. Ben Harter says, what do you like, Apple or Android? I'm more of an Android person, and like got a Samsung phone. I got the Galaxy Buds. I'm more into like that whole Android and Samsung ecosystem. But at the same time, I do have a MacBook Pro on my side where I'm like monitoring stream from. Though I didn't, I didn't choose the MacBook Pro though. I was just kind of given it for free. I would have preferred a Windows laptop, or maybe even a Samsung laptop.
In Taiwan, 2/3 of
But
the population plays video games. So it's no surprise
it's a MacBook Pro. I'm not gonna say no. I got it for free after all. It's still an awesome laptop though. So yeah.
And it is here to stay.
Apple make awesome products, but I personally prefer Android.
Music and streaming video combined. We added 60 million PC
Okay, well,
gamers to our ranks.
let me
And
guess.
over
They're starting
10,000
off
games were
showing
published
how much
for them
they've
to
grown
enjoy. In
and
April, the number of
why
concurrent gamers
shareholders
on Steam
should
was at an
trust them.
all-time high of 27 million, 1.5 times that of 2019.
let me know,
Like
all
any
of you
sport, people love to watch others play.
investors in the
100
chat who
billion hours
bought
of gaming
Nvidia stock
content
before
was
this
viewed on
presentation,
YouTube,
or AMD
and more
stock
than
before the
430
AMD
million
presentation
people
earlier.
tuned into esports competitions, and it doesn't stop there. Minecraft's open world is estimated to have grown to 4
I
billion
did
square
subscribe, by the
kilometers,
way.
or 8
Thank you,
times
Ben
the
Harter.
surface of the
Thank you
planet.
very much.
Valve just announced that the 2021 Dota Championship will feature a $40 million prize pool. Roblox had
$40
million
million
active users
for
in the
Dota
first
2?
quarter, up 80% year over year.
Well, okay.
And it's not just about playing.
That's,
There are 45 million
someone correct me if I'm
professional
wrong,
and
but that's
freelance
like,
creators
has to be one of the
fueling
biggest
an
prize
explosion
pools in the
digital
history of
content.
esports,
30 million
right?
broadcasters and 75 million higher ed STEM
Right?
students, all relying on the
40
latest
million.
technology to
Insane.
improve their productivity and quality of work. Over the past 20 years,
So yeah, sorry for constantly just like looking off to the side. That's just where I have my my MacBook,
billion GPUs shipped,
where I can actually
GeForce has
watch
fueled
the
the growth of PC
stream and
gaming.
watch live
and
chat.
we continue to
And again,
delight our customers with
If
new
you're in
ways to
if you're in live
engage
chat
and
and you really want to share something with me
scale
or
and
others,
pace of
super chats I think,
was
and they
only
have a channel
possible
out,
by
so
partnering with the best companies in
maybe
the
use
world.
those because they're
Together,
absolutely
we have
awesome and they
transformed
make me
PC
smile. And
10
I
years
don't know
ago,
how I was like in
we introduced
Saudis. I
dramatically
feel like a
extending
sleazy
battery
salesman,
life in
so
gaming
I should probably
laptops.
stop and
All
focus on the
told,
live stream.
Optimus has saved over 5.8 billion kilowatt hours of energy, enough to power over 500,000 homes for a year. Max-Q changed the way laptops were built. The performance only available in big, heavy gaming machines was engineered into thin and light laptops. Max-Q has shed over
Yeah, this is
8
kind of
billion
how
pounds from
presentations
gaming
always
laptops
start.
G-Sync introduced
These,
stutter-free gaming.
Companies
With over
sharing
20 trillion
why they're
buttery
awesome,
smooth pixels
how they're
now shown.
growing,
Once you
how they
game with
care
G-Sync,
about
there is
you
no
guys
turning
so
back.
much, and like
Last year, we introduced
how
Nvidia Reflex,
shareholders
game for
should
esports
continue to buy
competitors.
buy up their
Call of Duty
shares.
Warzone alone,
It's just
put
what
gamers
you have
at
to
over
deal with,
50
I
million
guess.
wins. Finally, Nvidia Studio is our platform for creators, engineered for the needs of creative
Wow, we have
professionals.
so
Our
many people
laptops
watching
have
now.
accelerated
Awesome.
Over 25 billion hours of content
Cool.
creation.
Welcome everyone.
Thanks to all of our partners.
Make
who
sure
are
to
just as
leave
excited
down
as we
in the
are
live
about
chat what
reinventing
your
this
expectations are
and
for
are
this
joining us
presentation.
in the
I'm
next
really
major
curious to
leap
hear
forward.
what you guys think Nvidia is going to
RTX is
show.
a huge reset to computer graphics. A decade in development, RTX introduced the world to real-time ray tracing and AI for graphics. RTX is now available in a full range of desktops and laptops in every country, from every OEM, and even streaming from the cloud. With over 100 top games and apps available today, RTX is the new standard. For creators and broadcasters, RTX
I wouldn't say it's a new standard.
the #1
It's getting there.
photography app, the #1
The main issue with ray tracing right now is that developers have gotten so good at creating rasterized graphics that look that have like really good and intricate lighting that ray tracing has a hard time almost separating itself from the amazing tricks developers have already created to have good lighting.
Game in the Dying franchise from the Chinese developer Netcom. It's a Japanese.
But you never heard of a Dying franchise, but okay, I'll trust you.
Its dark and frightening world is brought to life with RTX ray tracing and DLSS. Let's take an exclusive look at Dying 1983 with RTX on.
Ooh, it's spooky.
未だに知られていない秘密が山ほど潜んでいる。
体の変化に戸惑わなくてもいい。
Does look nice though.
収容カプセルアトムか。現実世界のありさまは彼の目にはっきりと映っています。これからどんなことが起こるのだろう。彼女がもし生きるのなら俺たちに感謝する。
It looks weirdly nice, but also low res. Is that just me? Maybe that's just stream compression that's making so the textures look a bit off.
あなたが自らを操ることができる。腕を見せる。程度の謎はあなたにとって
But yeah, for those of you who like horror
Tom
games, I think
Clancy's
it's a horror
Rainbow
game.
Six Siege is one of the most popular esports
Ooh, they hear
games
Rainbow
in the
Six
world,
Siege.
with over
A game I
70
actually
million
play.
players worldwide. In March, Rainbow
What are you
Six
enhancing
gamers
for
gained a
Siege?
competitive edge.
Ray tracing for Siege? No, that wouldn't
Today
be a
we are
thing.
announcing that RTX
Oh.
gamers will get even more performance with the addition of DLSS.
Oh,
Let's
DLSS.
take a look.
I thought they got to say ray tracing. That would have killed me. But a DLSS, that makes sense. Cool. I don't have an RTX card, so I can't use it yet, sadly. But I mean, DLSS for DLSS is always nice. But like I said in my AMD live stream, DLSS is a bit of a scam. I'm gonna have a whole video talking about why DLSS is a bit of a scam. It should hopefully be coming out in late June, probably. So definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. It's gonna be an amazing video. It's gonna be a really good one. No, like despite that, I'm still excited to see more games have DLSS, especially like Siege and stuff like that. Especially since they added Reflex as well recently. I personally haven't noticed too much of a difference playing with Reflex, but probably like esports pros do. I mean, there was the 6th Invitational recently, so like those guys, you know, the highest possible level of Rainbow Six Siege, those guys probably do play with Reflex and notice a difference, because they're just crazy like that.
New game, Icarus, is a stunning multiplayer survival game set on a savage alien planet. Today we are announcing that Icarus will come alive with RTX Ray Trace Global Illumination and DLSS when the initial chapter
What on earth just happened to the quality?
launches this fall. Let's take a look at some
Can you like
exclusive
not?
new footage.
There we go. The quality literally just decreased itself to 480p for some reason. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks really cool. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, RDX does make a difference in scenes like that, doesn't it? That does look nice. And now I'm less interested, because it looks like yet another survival game among millions that exist on platforms like Steam. Because that whole survival craze a few years ago apparently still has gone away. Oh wow.
More than 275 perfect scores, 175 Game of the Year awards, and more than 37 million copies sold to date. We are
What's
happy
this?
to announce that
Oh,
Rockstar
RDR2.
Games will be adding DLSS to Red Dead Redemption 2. Coming soon.
Does it
every
have
RTX
ray
gamer
tracing
will see
though?
a free boost in performance. VR is taking off. VR game revenue is up 70%.
Someone I actually don't know. Someone please tell me if RDR2 doesn't really have ray tracing or not.
Is expected to exceed 30 million in the next 5 years.
But okay, talk about VR.
The resolution of a desktop
This is gonna be good.
and unforgiving FPS
And we are finally at the verge of the VR revolution, and games like Half-Life Alyx have recently shown us how to do VR games correctly.
The popular open-world space game now features DLSS. VR gamers can soon play with ultra graphics at 90 frames per second. Wrench, a mechanics
No Man's
simulator
Sky
where
has
you
VR
repair
support?
and
Didn't even
maintain
know.
race cars
Is that
in
new?
VR.
I honestly don't
Now
know.
features RTX ray tracing
Honestly
and
don't know, because I've never been interested in No Man's Sky.
and the VR survival shooter Into the Radius.
That could be kind of cool though.
DLSS to boost performance
No Man's
and
Sky in
keep you
VR.
immersed in this dystopian world. 75% of GeForce gamers play esports. We invented Nvidia
So
Reflex
I don't
for
think it.
them.
That's
The
it.
difference
Why
between
add?
winning and losing is a matter of milliseconds.
So
On average,
Ronald's
Reflex
in
reduces system
chat
latency
says
by
that
20
RDR2 doesn't have
It gets the PC out of the way.
ray tracing. That's
so a gamer's
interesting.
real
Adding
skill can come
DLSS before ray
and
tracing
gamers love it.
to
More
a
than 90%
a
of
beautiful
them
game like
compete with
Red
Reflex
Dead
on.
Redemption. That's
Today we are announcing
very
even
odd.
more Nvidia
But
Reflex
okay,
games.
it's better than nothing.
Gaijin's War Thunder, the most popular air, land, and sea battle arena with over 40 million gamers. Naraka Blade Point, the highly anticipated battle royale slasher from 24
Never heard of it.
Entertainment. In the last closed beta, it
Is
broke
it
into
a
Steam's
samurai
top 5 games played.
Battle
Tencent
Royale?
Games'
Did he say?
Crossfire HD is a remastered version of the original with over 560 million gamers.
Don't know what it is either.
And Escape from Tarkov, the intense
Hey,
survival shooter
finally
from
something I know.
Battlestate Games, is one of the top 10 most played competitive shooters.
I've never played it.
Coming
I have
soon,
no idea what it's about.
12
I just
of
heard
the
of
top
it.
15 competitive shooters will feature Nvidia Reflex. Let's take a look at Reflex in Escape from Tarkov.
What's with the graphics? They look so weirdly over sharpened. Yeah. Nvidia Reflex is cool. At the same time, it's one of those things that's nice to have, but most people probably won't notice unless you are a pro at a given game. Like just the fact they have to slow it down so much just to show the benefits of it kind of just shows how really how minuscule the impact's going to be for most people.
Today we are adding Lenovo, ViewSonic, and EVGA. 13 partners are offering a total of 15 monitors and 21 compatible mice. Now, more
Cool.
gamers can simply plug a mouse into their monitor and accurately measure end-to-end latency from click to photon.
That, sorry,
Almost 10
not the
years
mic again.
ago, we
That'd be
introduced
awesome to
our Kepler
test.
architecture and created a new
That'd be like,
class of
I can
laptops for
imagine doing
gamers.
some awesome videos
While
with
the
that kind of
market
setup
reception
on
was
my
great,
channel.
These laptops were large, bulky, and had limited battery life, more transportable than portable. In 2016, we introduced the Pascal architecture and Max-Q technology, a full
And you
system
made
design
everything
approach
so
bringing
much more
high
confusing
performance
with your
to
Max
thin
Q
light
and your
laptops.
Max P and
Performance increased by over 4x, and for the first time,
there are rumors that they're gonna
laptops
fix all of
were
that
less
with
than
the
20
new
millimeters
30
thick.
series mobile
This
cards,
year we
hopefully.
launched Ampere, our second generation RTX. It featured our third generation Max Q and delivered twice the performance of Pascal.
Mobile Ampere
But the
looks
real magic is
insane.
DLSS. Gamers have taken notice, and GeForce laptops are the fastest growing gaming platform. Laptops are a marvel of engineering.
This is gonna be
No
interesting
effort is
because
spared to
AMD
deliver
spent
the
a lot of
highest
time
performance
talking about
in a
their
thin and light
laptops
device. In
at their
laptop
conference.
design,
So now let's
system
see
power determines everything, including
now let's compare to
performance, battery
Nvidia's
life, thinness, and
conference
acoustics.
what
if
they're
you
gonna
could
show for
get a
laptops.
massive boost in gaming performance without expending any more power? Let's say you are playing Control at 47 frames per second. At 1440p, the GPU is rendering almost 4 million pixels and drawing 80 watts of power. Nvidia DLSS uses AI-powered tensor cores to boost
Yes, we
frame
know
rate.
how DLSS
With
works.
DLSS, the GPU only
Yeah,
needs
you
to
can
render
stop
a fraction of the
promoting
pixels,
it. It's
and
cool,
then
it's
uses
whatever.
AI to complete
It
the
boosts your
frame.
FPS.
The result is an image
We get
just
it.
as beautiful as native 1440p.
You don't have to remind us
Get
of it
1.5 to 2 times
so
the
often.
performance at the same power. Alienware
I
was
ran out
one
of
of
coffee.
our earliest
Great.
partners. designing high-performance GeForce
Don't worry,
PCs
it's
for
only
gamers.
6 a.m.
For the past 2
in,
years, we've been
here
working
in the
together
UK.
to create an amazing new laptop. Today, we're announcing the
So if I
Alienware
fall asleep
X15,
during this presentation, I'm
an
sorry. I just stayed
ultra-thin
awake the whole
GeForce
night watching
RTX 3080 laptop.
Computex keynotes because
Powered
this is
by
about my
Max-Q
life now,
technologies,
and I do it for a
including
living.
Dynamic boost, whisper mode, and advanced Optimus, and featuring a 1440p display. It's the
Why did the
world's
stream
most
just go
powerful
black
sub
for a second?
16mm,
Okay then.
15-inch gaming laptop. Tune in to the Alienware update event on June 1st to learn more. This year brought a record
Should I live
launch for
stream the
RTX laptops,
Alienware event
with
as well?
over 140 models
Should I do
from
it?
every
Let me know in
OEM.
the live chat.
Starting at $799,
Super chat if you want me to do
featuring
the
Max-Q, there is now an
do the
RTX
Alienware
laptop
event
for
at
every
Computex.
gamer. We developed
Could be
Nvidia
fun.
Studio to address the growing needs
Alienware
of
will
3D
always have some
designers, video
neat
editors,
stuff.
and photographers. These are specially configured systems, optimized and tested for creator workflows, and supported with a monthly cadence of studio drivers. Today, we are announcing new studio laptops from HP and Acer. The 14-inch HP Envy brings the capabilities of RTX to an ultra-portable laptop, great for students and creators on the go. The new Acer
This is like the
Concept
perfect
V
generation for
offers
these
a
kind of
variety
laptops to
of
become
traditional
more
clamshell options and an
more the
easel
norm.
sketchboard design to
When you
give
can get
creators
such powerful
even more
graphics cards
flexibility.
in such a small
Gaming has
form
been an
factor,
inspiration to digital creators
like
and
having
artists
content
for
creation
decades.
and gaming laptops
Machinima,
rolled up
an
into
art
one.
form started in
Oh,
the 90s,
finally! Omniverse
uses
Machinima.
real-time
Let's
3D
go.
technologies with game assets,
I've been looking
visual
forward to see
effects,
what they're going to announce for
character animation
Omniverse
to create
Machinima, because
short,
that seems like
humorous
such a
clips
cool piece
or
of tech.
full-length movies.
Even though
For
I
these
personally
artists,
can't
we
use it yet
created
because I don't have
Omniverse
an
Machinima,
I don't have an
making it
RTX
easy
card.
to produce
Maybe in the
cinematic,
future I'd love to
animated
experiment with it.
stories with advanced real-time ray tracing and AI. Users import their own game assets or draw from our growing library. They can then apply advanced physics effects like destruction or fire, with
AI
NVIDIA's
poses,
blast
audio
and
to
flow.
face, all that
Animate
awesome stuff.
movements
Just gonna make
using only a webcam with wrenches,
making any
AI
kind of
modes,
animations or
and
cutscenes
use
for
simple audio
games,
tracks
stuff like that.
to
Just
animate
super
character
easy with kind of
faces
stuff.
with audio to face.
Just looks so cool,
Final
and the kind of
scenes are
stuff
rendered in the Omniverse
I'd imagine that
RTX
would have come.
Machinima was just
That would have been made available ages ago.
Let me show
Well, let's
you
be
how
honest,
you
probably
can
was
create
available
your own
to
masterpiece.
something like Omniverse Machinima, where you can just do audio to facial animation. Has been probably used by animation studios for ages now, but only now to the average Joe, you and I, get to use similar technology. Why do they have to use a Minecraft character to showcase this? A character that has barely any joints in their animation skeleton, so it's a bit of a weird choice, but okay.
Whoa! Look at me! I'm in the Omniverse.
What are you doing in my kitchen?
Yeah, still looks really awesome. Are we gonna have a release date though, finally?
RTX has been a huge success, and today we are announcing a new addition to the family. The GeForce RTX 3080 Ti is our
Bokeh,
new
just
flagship
throw
gaming GPU.
Bokeh. I was not
Based
ready
on
for this.
Ampere,
Hello,
second-generation
3080
RT
Ti.
cores and
He's holding a
third-generation
3080 Ti.
Ampere is our
Okay.
greatest generational leap
Again,
ever.
we knew this was coming for ages, and Zotac did leak it literally hours before the event, but come on, give me a second to prepare mentally before flashing us through a 3080 Ti. I'm so excited for this card. Because the 3080 is awesome, and the 3090 is awesome, but it's super expensive. So a card in between those two is gonna be ultra awesome. Ultra awesome, that sounds so 90s. Why they said, I don't know. Someone says only $3,500. Yeah, if the 3080 Ti is more expensive than the 3090, even though it's slower, then Nvidia's definitely did something wrong. Oh, look at it. Okay, specs time.
Class of GPUs represents the best of our gaming lineup. The GTX 1080 Ti, released in 2017, could tackle all the games of its time. But this well-loved GPU simply can't keep up with
Hey, that's
the
my
demands of modern
GPU.
games.
It's
The
right there, my
RTX
PC.
2080 Ti
Responsible
was
for you
introduced as
guys
the only
actually
way to
watching the
play
stream.
4K with RTX on. But the production
It will be
value of gaming
$3,500.
continues to march
MSRP
forward.
means nothing.
New
Yeah,
titles
true,
like
but at the
Cyberpunk
same time, I don't
2077
think too many
and
people will be.
Watch Dogs
I don't think
Legion
people are
have
that desperate that they'll
elevated
be buying them
demanding
for
even more of the
$3,500.
GPU.
Granted, some people are so
The
desperate
RTX
and have that much money that they are going to be buying them for 3,500. But the price is only what the people who buy cards make the prices. If no one buys cards at 3,500, then you know, just because cards sell at that kind of price doesn't mean that they are at that price, if that makes sense. Okay, 12 gigs GDR6, yeah, X, that was to be expected. 34 share, showing the T-flops, 77 RTT flops.
To show you what this beast can do,
$11.99, really? I was expecting like $1,000 or $900. $11.99 for the 3080 Ti is better be impressive.
Doom Eternal, the latest in the series,
Yeah, Doom Eternal on with ray tracing. I saw leaks about that.
Blistering fast and beautiful.
I definitely saw that one coming. Totally, it's not just because I saw leaks, just for the presentation.
Here is a first look at Doom Eternal with ray tracing at 4K running on a 3080 Ti.
But no, ray tracing suits a game like Doom Eternal really well. It's gonna look sick. Help me out, viewers. Should I go? When it's time for me to upgrade my 1080 Ti. And my 1080 Ti is a great card. But I do play games at 4K, which is kind of demanding, and the 1080 Ti is not keeping up there. Should I go for the 3080 Ti or the 3090? In your opinion? Let me know down in live chat. Super chat if you want to make sure that I see your comment, and if you want to help support the channel, let me know. I'm curious what you people think between the 3080 Ti and the 3090. Which guys do you think is better value? Well, maybe not better value, because the 3080 Ti is definitely better value than a card like the 3090, which is super expensive. But just which one would better suit me? There we go. Let me know. Just let me know. Let me know down in live chat and with super chats. I'm very curious to see what do you guys think of that.
Quickly became our most popular
Yeah, Doom Eternal. I totally wasn't paying attention, but yeah, that looks awesome. I mean, it's ray tracing, it's nice lighting, it's cool.
Today we're announcing the
yep, there we go. Another one, League Blaze their attack, and one we all knew was coming. I guess I should probably like pretend to be excited. Wow, we're getting a 3070 Ti. That's so awesome! Even though we knew it was coming for ages, $600. That's a nice price. I think I said $700 before in my just before the show started. I think I said $700, $600 for the 3070 Ti. That is gonna be awesome. That's a really nice price.
With over 100 of the top games and creative apps accelerated, RTX is the new standard. GeForce laptops are the fastest growing gaming platform. Now fueled top to bottom by RTX, 3rd generation Max-Q, and the performance boost.
The 3070 Ti is also going to sell like hotcakes, because it's in that super high performance budget, but not high-end, mid-range basically. It's a mid-range card, and mid-range cards always really sell well, especially given how wow 30 series cards perform.
We have an amazing future.
Did he just say every person born today is a gamer?
And here to tell you how we're putting AI in the hands of every company.
Did he just he did not just say every person born today is a gamer. What kind of statement is that? Okay, just gonna ignore that.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you everyone for joining us today.
And now we move on to the more boring part, because this is going to be the data center and like server stuff, isn't it?
Of our time, artificial intelligence. Let's take a look at just some of the ways in which AI, powered by Nvidia, is improving.
So I guess I should probably like summarize what I thought of the GeForce section of the show. Well, he's talking about AI. 3080 Ti, 3070 Ti. We knew those are coming. It's still awesome to see them. 3080 Ti a bit more expensive than I would have liked. 3070 Ti actually cheaper than what I thought. But no 3050 Ti or 3050. Which is weird. The 3050 Ti has been already reviewed by Samsung.
I am.
So why not just... Cool. So why not just announce a 3050 Ti? Maybe it's not ready for prime time, who knows.
And technology. To immerse
What the heck's going on?
our senses. I am a healer, helping us take the next step. And
Is this supposed to be
see
like
what's
AI
possible.
talking or something? Probably.
I am a pioneer, finding life-saving answers.
So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the whole GeForce section of the presentation. How they hype up the
Pushing
AI
the
stuff
edge
again.
to the outer limits.
Because like, this is where it's gonna get self-indulgent, you guys. Because this is where they made the most money.
A guardian, defending
Where they
our
literally
oceans.
sell finished systems for millions of dollars per
And the magnificent
pop.
creatures that call them home.
This is where they're gonna make the money, and this is where they're gonna go all out, making it look like it's the best thing since sliced
I
bread.
am a protector, helping the earth breathe easier. And watching over it for generations to come. I am a storyteller, giving emotion to words and bringing them to life.
That's creepy.
I am even the composer of the music. I am AI, brought to life by Nvidia. Deep learning
This is
Brilliant
both
mind.
awesome and creepy at the same time, I gotta say.
everywhere.
It's just truly mind-blowing how far AI has gotten, and
And that was just a hint.
Nvidia
of what
just
AI
loves
can do.
showing off how far
Taiwan has
all of their
always been
AI
a
tech
very special
has
place for
got,
Nvidia.
how far the
System
AI
builders and solution
tech has
providers,
gone in the
to
past few
universities and the
years.
government,
And it
all
has
have
gone
partnered
far,
with
and
us.
it's awesome.
On behalf of Jensen
Really,
and
really
Nvidia,
awesome to
thank
see.
you to all of our many
Such
friends in Taiwan who have
absolutely
worked
insanity.
alongside us to enable
Like,
these amazing AI breakthroughs.
Nvidia had a recent
Together, we have laid the foundation
like
for a
AI
new
and
computing
data center
model
conference.
based on AI.
The
Software
stuff they
that
showed
guides
there, they literally
This
even had
foundation
a
includes GPUs
AI
deployed in the
software that
cloud
made it
and
that
data
like
centers.
I could be looking at
AI
my monitor
software
right here,
SDKs
but the
tailored
AI
to the
made
world's
my eyes
largest
look like I was looking at a camera.
and an ecosystem of
Just
startups and developers.
insane stuff like that.
Now it's time to build the
just
house on top
insane.
of this foundation. It is time to democratize AI by bringing its transformative power to every company and its customers. There are three fundamental shifts that will bring AI to every company. The first shift is that every application used by
I probably
any
won't have
company
as much
will
to
be
say
infused
about
with AI.
this
AI is
compared to the
essentially
GeForce
a
section
two-step
because
process.
I'm not
First,
an
a
AI
rich set of
scientist. I
existing
don't
data
work in AI or in a
and known
data
outcomes
center,
from
so
that data are used to train a model. Then
I'm
the
just
model
a
is
tech
applied to fresh
YouTuber
data to make
and someone who
fresh
plays too many
judgments.
games.
The model is effectively a piece of software.
So if any
that
of
can
you
be
guys are
embedded
super
into
into
any
the AI
application.
segment of
As
Nvidia,
the
please let me know
application runs,
what
it
you
queries the model
think of
to
this
make
part,
judgments,
what your
giving it the
expectations are for this part,
As new data
and
becomes available,
what you thought of that
the model is
creepy
retrained and
AI
improved,
person in
automatically
at the
making
start.
the application better without human developers having to create a new version. A great example of this infusion of AI is in Microsoft Office, the world's most popular productivity application. Microsoft is adding smart experiences such as
People are
smart
still
parameter
watching,
action,
surprisingly. I'd
Q&A,
imagine that
and text
the
prediction
viewership would have
to
just plummeted when
With
I
Nvidia
jumped
GPUs,
to the AI section, but
Microsoft
no,
is
people are
able
still
to
here.
improve
Awesome.
responsiveness to less than
So yeah, let me
1/10 of a
know
second,
what do you guys think of this
enabling real-time
AI
grammar
section so
search,
far.
and at 1/3 the cost of the same work on CPUs. Going forward, every application will have to be built in this way or be left behind. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this kind of shift. For example, consider the introduction of the graphical user interface, the GUI. Once the transformative value of GUI became evident, every command line application had to adopt GUI or be left behind. In the same way,
Oh no, there's still
every
command line
application
applications
will
in the
need to be
world.
infused
They're
with
just
AI.
super
And
annoying
all
to
of these
use, but they still
applications will
exist.
need the most performant, power-efficient, and cost-effective systems to run on, regardless of form factor or location.
Recently I had to like
from edge to
use my
cloud.
very first command line
Every system
application
will
in
need a
ages,
GPU.
so that was interesting.
The second shift is that every data center used by any company will be infused with AI. Computing is increasingly being driven by large amounts of data. Neither the data nor the computation done on it can fit on one server. Therefore, the flow of data through the network becomes crucial to both the capability and the security of the data center. A new kind of hardware is needed that sits on the data path and intelligently optimizes, inspects, and protects the data, and protects the applications from one another. This new hardware is the Data Processing Unit, or DPU.
Oh yeah, they
Every
showed us
server
at the
will need a DPU.
AI net data center
The third
conference
shift
last time.
is that the life cycle of every
The
product
DPU.
produced by any company
Yeah, Nvidia's now
will be
making
optimized by
DPUs,
AI.
GPUs, and CPUs.
Consider the very common and old-fashioned example of soap.
Because that won't get confusing.
Yes, soap. Going forward, a soap company will design and tailor its soap product portfolio by analyzing rich data on the usage and experience of the customer base. The soap manufacturing process will be automated and optimized with AI. Customers who use soap,
Yes, we
pretty
get
much
it.
the
Everything
entire
will be
population
AI.
of the world, will be engaged socially and sold to online. Smart soap dispensers
Everything will
track
be
usage
AI.
and
Everything will be
automatically
automated by
order
AI.
refills.
Everything will be
And
made
all
by
the data from
AI.
the customer
And
experience
eventually all
will be
decisions will
fed
be
back
made by
to
AI.
guide the
It's just the
design and
way the
supply chain
world
of the soap.
works.
This soap company and
I said
every
this
other
part of the
company
presentation is
will
going to
need a
be
new
like
form of
super
and IT infrastructure
really
to operate
overindulgent,
AI-optimized
because
life
this is where they
cycle
make money.
of its products.
So they have to really
These
sell
are
it.
fundamental shifts that will require massive amounts of accelerated computing. Now let's talk about how you can build on the technology foundation of Nvidia to make this a reality. How you can democratize AI. We start with the hardware. Nvidia DGX is the instrument of AI. Since its launch in 2016, DGX has been used by companies across industries at the forefront of AI. The reason for this is that DGX was designed from the ground up as the optimal system for AI. Every component and every interconnect was designed or chosen with great care.
I gotta say, I never expected
today,
Nvidia for people
DGX
to make
incorporates learnings from hundreds of
like
millions
a
of
data
hours
center
of
computer
usage
look sexy,
on thousands
but
of
they managed to
systems
do it
across
with
the
that
planet.
beautiful golden shroud
The
at the
pinnacle of AI
front of the
capability
DGX.
is the DGX SuperPod, where multiple DGXs are clustered together and
Look
tuned
at them,
for
they look
AI
so cool.
based on all of NVIDIA's learnings. So the first step to democratization is to make this best-of-breed machine more accessible and more obtainable. To make
Are we
it
gonna
more
slash the
accessible,
prices?
we are providing a software stack called Base Command Platform. Using Kubernetes, this software allows administrators to share this powerful supercomputer across an organization of data scientists and a mix
That's cool.
of workloads. It provides users with a simple interface for AI, and it allows
Simple
organizations
interface.
to understand and optimize their
This
usage
does not
of
look
this
like a simple
valuable
interface, but okay.
We have been using Base Command within NVIDIA for many years, sharing superpods across thousands of data scientists.
Why
who
does
have
the
run
stream keep
over
going
a
black?
million
I don't
jobs.
get it.
To make it more
Is it
obtainable,
showing up on
we
the
are
stream?
introducing a subscription model for
Because the
superpods.
Nvidia stream keeps on just going
Customers can now
literally black for
experience
a
the
few frames.
capability of a superpod
I have no
or
idea
a
why.
smaller part of a superpod for months at a time.
Oh well.
This is a hosted offering in which NVIDIA will manage the infrastructure, reducing the operational burden on customers. The offering includes powerful all-flash storage and integrated data management from NetApp, the pioneer of enterprise NAS storage. NetApp is synonymous with enterprise-grade storage, with over 38,000 customers today, on premises and in the cloud. The subscription model is in early access now. For example, Adobe is already using the infrastructure to train StyleGAN, a powerful image generation AI. The model will open up for paid access this summer. With this offering, we expect that many more customers will be able to experience the unique capability of a SuperPod without the upfront investment. From there, they can graduate to more permanent infrastructure at scale, either their own SuperPod or in the public cloud.
It's cool making stuff like this more accessible to more people.
For some time
Just
now,
gonna drive
we
the
have
AI
worked with our cloud
revolution.
partners to offer powerful GPU instances in the cloud.
Again,
Leveraging
I
the internal
really don't have too
components
much to say
of
about this whole
DGX.
AI segment.
We are proud
I'm just
to
kind
announce
of
today
going through it for
that
completeness
Amazon
sake,
and
and because
Google
people are
working
still
with
apparently
us
watching.
to enable base command
Like,
platforms
please let me
for
know why you're
clusters
watching.
formed
Are you
from
watching
these
for
cloud
me?
instances.
Are you watching for
This work offers
the
the
AI
promise
segment,
of a
or are you
true
watching just
hybrid
because you
AI
have nothing better to
experience
do?
for customers.
Please tell me, I'm actually
Write
curious.
once, run anywhere. But even as we democratize access to DGX, the larger objective is to decompose DGX into its smallest AI-optimized parts, so that system manufacturers can compose those parts into different form factors for different scenarios, while adding unique value-add capabilities for their customers.
I think this
First,
section won't go
we
on for too long.
productize the GPU board that combines multiple
time is it? It's
GPUs into a tightly interconnected computing fabric.
6:37.
This is HGX.
It's probably gonna be like
Then
45
we
minutes.
offered the core GPU from the board as a
And
standalone
AMD's
PCIe
keynote
card.
was also
This is
like
the
roughly
A100.
45 minutes.
Now
Maybe
we
even
have
like 40
further
minutes.
broken down the A100 into smaller form factor GPUs, such as the A30, that draw less power and are lower cost, while still providing powerful acceleration. And finally, we have productized the same Bluefield 2 DPU that is inside DGX SuperPod, now usable in any server. With this, we have now enabled a complete ecosystem of form factors, from supercomputers to pizza box servers, workstations, and edge devices. These form factors can be used in a variety of scenarios, from compute to graphics to virtual desktops to data center infrastructure, all made better by AI. HGX boards are the engine of supercomputing. A100 and A30 are optimized for compute. A40 and A10 are best for a mix of compute and graphics. And A16 combines multiple small GPUs into a great form factor for VDI. In order to help system manufacturers create AI-optimized designs, and to ensure that the system
I really
can be
hate them not
relied
saying
on by
anything.
customers,
That's one
we
way to break the
created
awkward
NVIDIA
silence.
Certified,
I really hate them
a
not saying
program
anything,
for
but I just
servers that
really have nothing to
incorporate
say
GPU
because I'm
acceleration.
not in the AI or
NVIDIA
data center
Certified
space.
provides blueprints for system design, as well
It's
as
all
test
really
suites
awesome stuff,
so that
don't get
system
me wrong.
manufacturers can validate their design.
And you know, just having
Today,
better
we are announcing the expansion
you know,
of NVIDIA
better
Certified
computers
systems
for
with NVIDIA
AI
Bluefield
and better
DPU.
computers in data centers.
Going
It's just
forward,
gonna
the DPU will
help
be an
drive
essential component of every
better
system in the data
everything
center
in our
and at
lives,
the
pretty
edge.
much. It's
This is
gonna improve our
because, as
lives
shown
in
the
every
diagram,
single possible
the
way.
DPU offloads,
Really, really
accelerates,
awesome.
and
It's just
secures
I don't personally
functions that
have
must
too much to
otherwise
say
be
about it
performed
because
by
it's
the
just not
host
my
CPU.
area of
Last year, we
expertise.
announced Bluefield 2, our state-of-the-art
So what are you going to say?
NVIDIA is working closely with VMware.
His eyes are
to use
his
Bluefield
eyes
2
are
as the
really
host for their
creepy.
ESXi
There you go. That's one
hypervisor
thing I'm gonna say.
as part of Project Monterey. This year, we released the first version of Doka, the SDK of Bluefield. We expect that Doka will do for the DPU what CUDA has done for the GPU, enabling millions of developers with a long-lasting, consistent SDK that they can use from one generation of Bluefield to the next. And we are especially pleased to announce that the world's system manufacturers are joining us in the DPU journey by producing state-of-the-art mainstream servers accelerated by NVIDIA Bluefield 2. 3 of these companies are right here in Taiwan:
Cool.
ASUS, Gigabyte, and Quanta. Bluefield 2
Maybe
is
when more
especially
people start
well-suited
adopting the
to
DPU,
inspecting the
someone will
network
be
for
actually able to
security
explain
breaches.
why the
typical
DPU is
approach
so
is to run an
important.
agent on the
They
host
honestly
CPU.
still don't fully
This
get it.
approach consumes host CPU
Why the
cycles
DPU is apparently
and
so
handles only
super
a narrow
important.
window
Again,
of the network
it's
traffic.
probably just a data center
Bluefield
thing
2
where they need
allows
like
full inspection with no
like
host
security
CPU
measures and
Nvidia
you know
has
data
created a software
filtering
platform called Morpheus
and like
that
data
uses the
sorting.
Bluefield 2 and AI to
You know,
automatically
like I just said,
detect
security
and
protocols,
address security breaches.
security policies. Sorry.
Today, we are announcing that Red Hat is working with Nvidia to provide Morpheus developer kits for both OpenShift and Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL for short. RHEL is the most commonly used version of commercial Linux in enterprise data centers today. Cybersecurity companies will now be able to use Morpheus on RHEL and OpenShift to bring advanced security to every enterprise data center. But this journey is just beginning. We are already working on
PCIe Gen
Bluefield
5,
3,
awesome. ARM
22
cores,
billion
cool.
transistors,
DDR5
the
memory,
first 400 gigabits
all
per
awesome
second
stuff.
networking chip, 16 ARM CPU cores to run the entire virtualization software stack. Bluefield 3 takes security to a whole new
That's
level,
one area
fully
in
offloading
when
and
it comes to data
accelerating
center
IT
tech
stack,
that's always been kind of
TLS
awesome because it
cryptography,
allows us to
secret key
see
management,
what
and
will
regular
come to
expression
consumers
processing.
in a
Whereas
few
Bluefield
years'
2
time.
offloaded an
I
equivalent
mean,
of
in this
30
case, actually,
CPU
you know,
cores.
Gen 5 PCIe and DDR5, not even a few years' time, a few months' time, we're going to be getting stuff like all the like and Zen 4, which will run on DDR5, and all the like we also have PCIe Gen 5.
But the same Docker SDK. Today,
So
we are
it's
also
a nice little
announcing
look
the
into the
expansion
future.
of Nvidia certified to accelerated systems with ARM-based host CPUs. As the GPU and DPU accelerators take on
Let's see if
more
the
of
stream is still
compute workload
alive.
for AI, it becomes useful to
Yep,
view
it
the
is
host
awesome.
CPU as an orchestrator.
We still have
more
people
so than as the
watching.
compute engine.
Cool. Again,
Energy
please let me
efficient
know
ARM CPUs are
if you're
well
just
suited to this
into
task.
data
the
center
open
and AI
licensing
tech,
model of ARM
or
inspires
why are you
innovators
watching?
to create
I'm actually
products
curious.
around it. An exemplar of this approach is Nvidia's own ARM-based Grace CPU, which will be available in 2023. Grace is purpose-built for accelerated computing applications such as
There it
AI
is,
that
Nvidia's
process
very
large
first
amounts of
CPU.
2 years
I wonder
ago,
if in a few
we
years' time
announced
they
that we
are
were
gonna
bringing
come
CUDA
over to the
ARM,
consumer side and make like
simplifying the
desktop
development of
CPUs,
AI and HPC
especially with the
applications
purchase of ARM.
Today,
I could
along
see it
with our
being a thing.
partner, Taiwan-based
That would be
Gigabyte, we are happy
super,
to announce
super
a
cool.
dev kit. This dev kit can be used
Imagine
by
that, like
application
ARM,
developers
Nvidia
to prepare their
CPUs.
GPU-accelerated apps for ARM.
That'd be insane.
So there it is, democratizing the hardware for AI with a wide range of accelerators turned into myriad form factors by a broad ecosystem of system builders. 103 different server and workstation form factors from 16 different system builders. More every day. Now let's turn to the software of AI. Every AI workflow can be thought of as a 4-step process. In
I'm doing 45 minutes,
the
so
first step
if
is
it's gonna
to
be an
take a
hour,
large amount of
and we're gonna have
unstructured
another
data
15 minutes
and
of
prepare
this,
it by
I
extracting
think I
and
may just fall
organizing its
asleep
features.
because I've literally been
The
up
second
since
step is to use the prepared data to train the model.
like 2:30.
In many cases, the models are then validated or
I have to
simulated
do the
before
AMD
being
event
used in
first.
production or in the physical world.
And I'm out of
And
coffee, which
finally,
means that
the
I can't
actual
even
use of the models,
try wake
which in
myself up
turn
with that.
generates more data that is then fed back to the process. This is the recipe
I want to know
of
where
AI.
they will have the 3080
Over the
Ti
years,
available for
Nvidia has
purchase.
applied this recipe
tr-
to create application frameworks for a variety
In
of
theory,
use cases,
it should be
including
the 3080 Ti
conversational
will be
AI,
available
drug
for
discovery, self-driving
purchase in all your normal
robotics,
places, be it, you
virtual
know,
collaboration,
straight from
and
Nvidia or from
recommender
like
systems
third-party
to the engine of
websites,
the internet.
or from, you know, places
These
like
frameworks help companies
what do they
jumpstart
have in the States
their
again?
adoption of AI.
Like Micro
For
Center
example,
and like Newegg in the
Nvidia
States,
Clara
or like
is our
probably like
application
Amazon as
framework
well.
for AI-powered
And no, and then
healthcare.
here in the
It
UK, probably
includes
places like
SDKs and reference
Overclockers and
applications
Scan.
for drug discovery, smart hospitals, medical
That's all in
imaging,
theory. In
and genomic
practice,
analysis.
who knows
One
if they
customer that
actually
uses
gonna do
Clara is
have
AstraZeneca. With Clara, they created an
if
AI
they're gonna
model
have
for
any stock
generating
of it,
new drug
who knows?
candidates that target a given disease while maximizing safety. This method has seen recent success, with in silico
Hopefully,
medicine using
hopefully,
AI to find a new
and
drug
that's a
in
very, very
less than
big
2
hopefully,
years.
you will be able to just
Companies
buy it
across the world
anywhere.
are using
But
these AI
given the
workflows from
current
NVIDIA
shortages, I think
to
it's just
improve
gonna be
their
the same thing
businesses
again of just
and to help their customers.
checking
A
whole
great
bunch
example
of
from Taiwan is TSMC. We
websites
all
and
know
just
TSMC
trying to get
is a
lucky and
giant of the
finding one
technology ecosystem,
on sale.
producing millions of wafers every year
Hopefully,
for semiconductor
Nvidia's
and technology
gonna
companies across the planet.
have some more stock of the 3080
Analysts have
Ti
referred to TSMC
ready.
as the Hope
The
Diamond
3080 Ti
of
has
the
been
semiconductor
allegedly
industry.
delayed already, so maybe
In
they'll
fact,
bring more
Nvidia
stock for launch
itself
day.
is a very large
That'd be
partner of TSMC,
really nice of them.
proactively identifying defective materials and
But
classifying
yeah,
what
in
to
theory,
minimize further
all your normal
is
places.
a
In
critical
practice,
aspect
who
of the
knows?
chip
We don't
production
know.
process.
Best Buy, yeah,
Nvidia
let's
and
take Best Buy,
TSMC have
basically.
developed an AI-powered system to automate
They're all
inspection
good
and
places to
defect
check.
classification.
You're not guaranteed a
Their
graphics
system is
card,
10 times
but they're
faster
good to
and
just
more accurate
go and check
compared to the previous
every single
two
day since the
All of these AI workflows
from the
are
launch
built
of
from the
3080 Ti,
same
and
essential
hopefully you just get
software
lucky
libraries
and
templates.
get yourself
Now,
a 3080
we have
Ti.
brought all these
That's just the world
components
we live in.
together as Nvidia AI Enterprise, a coherent, optimized, certified, and supported software platform for AI. Nvidia AI Enterprise is fully integrated with VMware vSphere, the de facto standard of enterprise computing. It is licensed, priced, and supported in the same way as vSphere for a consistent experience. And it all runs on Nvidia certified servers, mainstream volume servers that are constantly racked into enterprise data centers. 71 different servers from 16 vendors, and more every day. But the components of Nvidia AI are useful for more than AI. Nvidia AI includes Rapids, a set of libraries that accelerate machine learning on GPUs. The same libraries can also accelerate the core engines of big data processing.
How much longer are they going to
such as
talk about
Apache
AI?
Cloudera is the de facto provider of Apache Spark. for
Again, they
enterprise
have to.
data
It's just
centers
what makes
around
money
the
for
world,
them, but still.
with over 5 exabytes
I'm
of
already
data
falling asleep
under
here,
management. As the technology
and
landscape
this is not
has
helping,
changed,
to be honest.
Cloudera has developed Cloudera Data Platform, a hybrid data cloud platform.
I subscribed.
that
Hey,
brings
awesome.
customers
Thank you
forward to
so
new
much,
technology
Ronald.
without
Thank you
having
so
to
much.
reinvent their big data pipelines. As we speak, the 2,000 customers of Cloudera are migrating to Cloudera Data Platform. We are pleased to say that Nvidia and Cloudera have partnered to add transparent GPU acceleration using Nvidia Rapids. A fully integrated solution from Cloudera will be available starting this summer with the release of CDP version 717. Customers do not need to understand Rapids or change their workflows in any way in order to obtain the benefits of this GPU acceleration. An example of an early customer is the United States Internal Revenue Service. With 0 changes to their fraud detection workflow, they were able to obtain 3 times the performance simply by adding GPUs to their mainstream big data servers. This performance improvement translated to half the cost of ownership for the same workload. But even as the world is transformed by AI, another shift is underway, amplified by the global pandemic. It is becoming more and more important for virtual
Are they
teams
going
of
to move
people
on
in
to like
different
work from home
locations
stuff?
to collaborate in real time. This is especially
Like
true for
collaboration.
3D workflows, from visualizing architecture to creating photorealistic content for games and movies to simulating physically accurate worlds. This is a domain Nvidia is very familiar with. And the same GPUs and systems we talked about in the democratization of AI are in fact the ideal foundation on which to build a platform for real-time collaboration and simulation of 3D designs. This
Do you guys
is Nvidia Omniverse.
remember when I said a few
Omniverse makes it easy
minutes
for
ago
teams to
about the
collaboratively
AI
design and simulate
that
in 3D.
Nvidia made that
We
makes
built
your
Omniverse
eyes
with
kind of
open
focus on the
standards
camera?
based on
So like you can be
Pixar's
off
USD,
reading a
a
script
powerful
or
file
something
framework and scene description
next to
language.
next to the camera,
With open
and then the
standards,
AI makes your eyes
Omniverse
look like you're
enables
pointing straight
teams
to
to
camera.
connect and work
Do you think they're
across
doing that
multiple
with that
design
guy?
applications
Because
or
something
asset
about his
libraries
eyes
in
is
real
just
time
really
and
creeping me
at
out.
the highest fidelity. Just as we did with AI, we have put the functionality
I just
of
don't know what it
Omniverse
is.
into an enterprise-grade
It's
software
just
platform.
creepy.
NVIDIA Omniverse Enterprise. Omniverse Enterprise can run on any NVIDIA RTX-powered infrastructure, from professional laptops to workstations to GPU-accelerated virtualized or bare metal servers. We are excited to partner with leading global system providers who will offer NVIDIA Omniverse Enterprise later this year, starting at just $14,000 per year per company. The Omniverse
It's
subscription
basically
comes with
just like a more
which are
advanced
plugins
version of
for the
Omniverse
world's most
Machinima
important
for like
third-party
companies,
design applications,
like
allowing
game
multiple
development,
designers
media and
and creators
entertainment.
to use
Okay,
their preferred
cool.
tools, while simultaneously
Like I said
editing their
earlier,
scenes together.
Omniverse Machinima,
Companies
really
around
awesome
the
stuff.
world and across industries are
Like
already
if someone
using
just told
Omniverse
me,
to collaborate
hey,
in a
make a
meaningful
whole
way.
bunch of like stuff for a
Let's see
game,
how
like like
Omniverse is
animations or
ushering in
cutscenes for a
a
game,
new era
I
of
would probably
virtual
just
worlds.
turn to Omniverse Machinima. It seems like to be the easiest to use. I like your music.
Where are you from, Misty?
I'm from a place called Omniverse.
Man, I would love to make videos on Omniverse. It looks like such a cool piece of tech, but one, we don't know when it's coming out. And two, I still don't have an RTX card, which will probably be a requirement for using Omniverse.
So,
But when I
there
do
you
get an
have it.
RTX card,
It is
I will be
time to put
making
accelerated
videos
computing to use
on Omniverse
for
because it
every
looks awesome.
company.
That's
This
only
is
when
a
I get an
giant
RTX card.
opportunity and
And who knows
responsibility
when that will be at the
for all
current
of us.
rate.
What we've talked about today are three essential ingredients built by Nvidia.
Is this the
The
end?
hardware foundation from which to build any system. The software platform for artificial intelligence. The software platform for collaborative design. Together, we can use these three ingredients to transform every company. And yet, this is the same hardware and software technology that is at the heart of GeForce, the gaming GPU, which is where it all began. I'll close with a simple thank you. On behalf of my co-presenter Jeff Fisher, our CEO Jensen Huang, and all of NVIDIA.
It's strange that Jensen Huang
Thank you
hasn't
for
made an
joining us
appearance.
Thank you for being with us every step of the way. And thank you for continuing forward with us on this amazing journey.
No, thank you. Okay, so that was the Nvidia Computex keynote. Oh boy. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect. They did talk about the 3080 Ti and the 3070 Ti. That was to be expected, especially after the leak from Zotac. But surprisingly, they didn't show too many like numbers. They didn't show performance numbers, which is interesting. They didn't show any RTX 3050 Ti news at all. They didn't acknowledge it exists whatsoever. So that's also kind of weird. They were, like Nvidia always are, super overindulgent on the AI. That's just what they have to do. Because that's where they make money. Because they can literally sell those DGX boxes for millions and millions of dollars a pop. But overall, it was still a really cool presentation. I liked it. I just kind of wish we saw more of those main graphics cards, because we haven't seen any kind of performance numbers for the 3080 Ti, 3070 Ti, and no 3050 Ti or 3050. That was kind of disappointing, but let me know what you guys think. This is kind of last chance before I end the stream. Just let me know what you think. Send any super chats you may want to send. But yeah, just let me know what you thought of the presentation. I liked it. But I did give a rating to AMD, so now I kind of have to give a rating to this one out of 10. What on earth should I give Nvidia? I liked it for the most part. But they do that fact that they also focus so much on DLSS. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Just slightly worse than AMD's. I definitely preferred AMD's. AMD definitely showed off more cool stuff. The 3080 Ti and the 3070 Ti were kind of the main things that they showed off here. But the issue is that it didn't really show too many performance numbers, which kind of irked me, but whatever. So yeah, I guess that's really it for the Nvidia keynote. And if you want to see more footage from Computex, I can't even think, I'm just so tired right now. If you want to see just some more stuff from Computex, let me know. Dan live chat in the comments, kind of let me know what kind of keynotes I should live stream. And I really need to go to bed. I've literally been up since like 2:30. And ever since the pandemic began, my normal wake up time has been like 9 AM. So yeah, I should probably be going off to finally get some beauty sleep. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the Nvidia keynote. I liked it, but I definitely also preferred AMD's. Just a tiny bit more. I preferred AMD's, just because Nvidia didn't really talk about performance and they focused way too much on DLSS. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone.